Hey everybody, yeah, it's a Saturday afternoon, early afternoon. We had some torrential downpours this morning, heavy thunder and lightning, really nice storms. Woke me up about 7 o'clock this morning. They've since dissipated and cloudiness is going away and the sun's coming out and it's getting humid again, but it's still fairly comfortable. So I'm going to do another, what I hope is a hot weather beer. Just saw a sampler pack from Goose Island. Had four each of three different beers in it. Three of which I never had before. And to be honest, brewed and bottled by Goose Island Beer Company in Baldwinsville, New York, and Fort Collins, Colorado. Which means it's really probably, this is a new one, it's probably a more an AB-INBEV crafty beer than an actual Goose Island beer. It wasn't even brewed in Chicago. So anyway, I'm going to do their 312 Urban Pale Ale. Not much from the website. It says Goose Island 312 Urban Pale Ale. We're from the city that invented the skyscraper. We constructed our Urban Pale Ale on a balanced malt backbone so the citrus hop aroma and crisp flavor can stand tall. 5.4% ABV, 30 IBUs. Let's get it in a glass and see what we got. A little bit of hiss, a little bit of smoke. Actually more than a little bit of smoke. It's for smoke still coming out of there. Let me get a, see if I can get a good pour out of this. Whoop. There we go, my notes from the website. Better grab them. Yeah, I didn't quite get it all in with the head. In a nice golden color, not quite orange. Got a finger of a pretty frothy looking ivory colored head. Something tells me it's not going to last very long. Decent amount of carbonation streaming up. Not heavy but not light. Sort of a moderate amount of carbonation. So let's get a nose. Okay, I'm getting some real light pine, some nice citrus, like orange and grapefruit in there. Some mild floral, but it's primarily the citrusy hops. There may be just a hint of some caramel and some graininess in there from the malts, but just a bit of like a light earthiness. Nice smelling beer, although fairly mild, so let's get a taste on it. Okay, yeah, you're getting it. Those earthy, citric, fruity notes, primarily, like I said, orange and grapefruit. A little bit of a toasted grain, maybe a slight nuttiness to it. The flavor is a lot stronger than the aroma would lead you to expect. Slightly sour, but and it's got like this kind of an almost odd metallic type bitterness on the finish, but it's not off-putting or anything like that. There's some vague English style malts in there, seem to be kind of balancing a fairly mellow hop character. There's a light bitterness kind of throughout and into the aftertaste, but nothing big. Those citrus notes kind of linger in the aftertaste too. It's a thin, medium thin bodied. Like I said, decent amount of carbonation. Finish is fairly dry and crisp. So it's a nice, light, refreshing beer for a warm, sticky day like this. So doesn't seem to be too bad. So let me sit. I will sit and sip on this, add the rest of it, and I'll be back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 10-15 minutes or so. This isn't a bad beer. I'm really enjoying this. I notice as it's warmed up, there's some more, like there's some peachy and like herbal notes come out a little bit more, but still it's primarily the citrus hops and the those generic type English style malts that to balance them out. It's not a bad beer. I think it's probably more of an AB-INBEV crafty beer than a actual Goose Island product, but it's not bad. It's just it's a little safe, a little too safe to maybe be like a really great pale ale, but it's a good pale ale. As far as something for middle of the road daily drinking lawnmower beer, it's not too bad. So I'm going to give the Goose Island 312 Urban Pale Ale, I'm going to give it a good solid 7.5 out of 10. Nothing to rush out of your way for, but might be worth, if you want something simple and nice and a fairly standard, I'll put standard in quotes, pale ale. It's not too bad. So 7.5 out of 10. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.